Bandits kidnapped over 50 people in an early morning attack on Bassa community in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the Ecosystem Coordination Strategic Unit of the Digital Identification for Development Project in the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation has been transferred to the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Communications, Festus Daudu, said the new unit would further enable the government to coordinate, check and curb insecurity through the linkage of national identification numbers to SIM cards of individuals across the country. In a statement issued on Wednesday by the spokesperson of the ministry, Phil Oshondin, the Permanent Secretary welcomed the staff of the Ecosystem Coordination Strategic Unit to the Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy in Abuja. At number 9, a 63-year-old man identified as Sunday has been arrested by operatives of the Edo State Police Command for defiling a 2-year-old girl. The incident happened in Oyomon local government area of the state, where the suspect is a neighbor to the parents of the little girl. Sunday allegedly lured the girl into his room using a loaf of bread and thereafter used his finger to defile her. When the mother of the victim got wind of what happened, she raised an alarm and the matter was immediately reported at the police station, which led to the arrest of the suspect. The command spokesperson Chidi Nwabuzo confirmed the arrest of the suspect, adding that the police had completed investigation into the matter and that the suspect would appear in court before the week runs out. At number 8, the National Bureau of Statistics says value-added tax increased by 29.98 billion naira in the last quarter of 2020. The revenue charged on luxury goods increased from 424.71 billion naira in the third quarter to 454.69 billion naira in the fourth quarter. MBS said the figure represents a 7.06% increase quarter-on-quarter and 47.39% increase year-on-year from the 308.48 billion naira generated in the fourth quarter of 2019. At number 7, the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission has announced the return of 384 Nigerians from the United Arab Emirates. Those evacuated are part of the 802 Nigerians stranded in Saudi Arabia that the Nigerian government had promised to evacuate back to Nigeria on Thursday and Friday. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs said the second batch will arrive in the country on Friday and will be received at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, by the ministry's officials. The returnees will be quarantined at the FCT Hajj camp for a period of 14 days in line with established COVID-19 protocols. Announcing the return of the first batch on Thursday, NIDCOM said out of the 384 returnees, 300 are males while 83 are females, with one infant whose gender was not disclosed. At number 6, the Senior Staff Association of the National Identity Management Commission has suspended its proposed strike action. The chairman of NIMSI Senior Staff Association, Lucky Michael, disclosed this, saying the decision to compromise and shelve the proposed strike was taken by the union in the national interest and out of sympathy for Nigerians seeking to enroll at various registration centers across the country. The suspension followed a meeting between the union and the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, held on Wednesday. Recall that on January 11th, the union had issued a 21-day ultimatum for the NIMSI management to meet their demands or they take action. At number 5, Nigeria has been exempted from a list of 30 countries that have been banned from entering the United Kingdom over rising COVID-19 cases. The UK is one of the top 5 countries with the highest number of confirmed cases of the virus, with over 3.7 million infections and more than 100,000 deaths. In a statement on the UK government's website, nationals from 30 countries, some of which are in South America and Southern Africa, will be banned from entering the country. While addressing members of parliament on Wednesday, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson said citizens must have valid reasons to travel outside the country before permission is granted at the airports and ports. At number 4, ahead of the membership registration, update and revalidation exercise of the All Progressives Congress, the Caretaker/Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee began distribution of registration materials to states on Thursday. 4 trucks were seen at the National Secretariat in Abuja being loaded with registration materials for onward distribution to states under strict and tight security checks. According to the timetable and schedule released for the registration exercise, the distribution of the materials will be carried out from Thursday, January 28th to Monday, February 1st. The registration exercise is slated for Tuesday, February 2nd to February 16, 2021. At number 3, the Cross River State House of Assembly has confirmed Justice Akon Ikpeme as Chief Judge of the state after rejecting her twice. She was confirmed on Thursday at the State House of Assembly in Calabar following a motion moved by the leader of the House and representative of Ogoja constituency, Peter Ode, and seconded by Chief Whip Okon Ephraim. Governor Ben Ayade's letter seeking her confirmation was read on the floor of the House by the clerk, Basi Ekpeyong, before a motion was moved. At number 2, a fight broke out at the public hearing of the Petroleum Industry Bill, organized by the House of Representatives on Thursday. The fight started when the host communities of Nigeria producing oil and gas were called up to make a presentation. Some other bodies of host communities, however, stood up, leading to a rowdy session. Things got worse and members of the opposing sides began to exchange blows, forcing the lawmakers to seek the intervention of security operatives. Leaders of the oil-rich areas had on Tuesday openly rejected the 2.5% proposed for them in the Petroleum Industry Bill 2020. But Timipre Silva, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, faulted the position of the host communities who are insisting on collecting 10% of the operating expenditure of the oil firms to set up a trust fund. Finally, at number 1, bandits kidnapped over 50 people in an early morning attack on Basa community in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. The bandits reportedly stormed the community in large numbers on motorcycles in the early hours of Thursday. The co-convener of Concerned Shiroro Youths, Sani Abubakar Koki, who confirmed the attack, described the bandits as terrorists. He said the exact number of people kidnapped could not be ascertained as at first time, but that the victims were very many. Koki also revealed that on Tuesday, some other communities in Basa were attacked with many losses recorded. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.